AA, see you in church. Hi, I'm Manuel. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, put the hand up, write a little message, let me know what if there's something I talk about that you'd like to talk about that I haven't talked about, or maybe something that I did talk about and you thought I was wrong, and I'll be happy to read what you wrote. Please don't cuss and whatever, because I'll block you. Not even worried about that. Why? Because I don't want to hear you cussing at me because of whatever. But if you do have an opinion, I want to hear that. I love to hear that. That's one thing I've never been afraid of is other people's opinion. Except for I always my way of thinking is your opinion of me is not my business. That's a complete turnaround. The reason I say that is because guess what? I'm not going to try to change your opinion. I don't know why you have that opinion, but whatever. I've had lots of people have terrible, terrible opinions of me. And then they met me and they're like, "You're not like what I thought you were." And I guess, no, I'm not. People used to tell me when I was younger, I used to be skinny, 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 skinny. I had a 24 waist, and everybody thought I was starving myself. I love to eat. It's just that my metabolism was so quick that I go dancing, I walked, I did all those things, and I was skinny because of it. And everybody had a really, really bad opinion about me for some reason. Somebody went over and told me um, that I always had thoughts about them. I said, "Well, I don't know who the hell you are, and why the hell would I care about you? And what do I think about you? What's my opinion about you that you think I have?" He says, "Well, you think we're selfish and and we have big mouths." I said, "Well, I don't know who you are, and I don't even think about you, to be honest. But you might be right about what you think about yourself because maybe you are selfish and you got a big mouth. I don't know. I don't waste my time. I don't know you. And if you're my friend, I will tell you what I think about you. Why? Because I'm honest. What I'm telling everybody else, I'll tell to your face. I don't go talking like some people do and just insult people for the fun of it. It's not who I am. Never have been. And that's what always made me laugh, where people try to think what I'm thinking about them. I'm usually not thinking about you, to be honest. Oops. I'm not. I don't care. I don't go looking at people and think, "Ooh, she's a whore," and stuff like that. I don't think that. Maybe I look at a woman and I say, "Ooh, those are nice heels. They make her look really nice." Or, "Oh, that's a pretty dress." Or I would think, "Oh, if I was wearing that dress, I would have put something over my shoulders. This place is cold." You know what I mean? I think that, but I don't usually go around going, "Oh, you're a whore," and whatever. But I've had so many people get mad. I've gone to clubs with my friends and we're having a good time, and this guy comes over and I'm really nice to him. And he says, "Oh my God, you're nothing what I thought you were like." I said, "What did you think I was?" "I thought you were stuck up and and wouldn't talk to people, that you hated people." And I said, "Why would I hate people?" He goes, "I don't know. I just thought that. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought that." I said, "Well, that's strange." He says, "But you're not that person." And I said, "No, you can come up and talk to me. I'm not. standoffish. He goes, now I know that, but I didn't before. I said, okay. And made a face and I smiled. And he stayed with us and talked with us. And I said, we're going to dance. Do you want to come and dance with us? He goes, yeah, let me get my friends. And we were dancing and he came and joined us and we all had a good time. And he introduced his friends to me, and his friends all said the same thing. I thought you'd be so rude and everything. And I said, why? Have you ever heard me say anything? They said, no, actually, you're usually quiet over there. And I said, so if I'm quiet, why do you think I'm going around insulting people? And it was just so funny. And there was one day, um, there was a we knew the DJ at this club. That was the same club. It's not around anymore. They made their point. They just mowed down the whole club and made it into a parking lot and put a on the where it would have had a parking lot. Put the what is it now? I think it's a cookie store or something. Anything bakery, and they put it right next to where it would have been the parking lot. And I thought that's just so funny. Anyway, so I go over and this person just goes and hits me really hard with his shoulder and I pushed him out of the way. It's like, what's wrong with you? And he says, um, that's my boyfriend. I said, who? I'm just dancing. That's it. I'm dancing, having a good time. And that guy goes over and says some really horrible things to me. Say, you dance like a slut. You're a whore over here trying to get my boyfriend. And I said, I hadn't done any of that kind of dancing in quite a while. So I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I said, you've been drinking too much. Which one's your boyfriend? And he was right there. And I said, don't let him drink anymore. Your friend is drunk. He says, he hasn't drank anything yet. Okay, I said, okay, well, go get him his electrical shocks, so that he stopped being stupid. I said, have I ever hit on you? He goes, not that I know of. I said, if I was hitting on him, I'd do this. And the DJ heard me say that, and he put on a song by Prince, real good song, and I started dancing to it, all kind of sexual and everything. And his friend was staring because it was so funny. And he goes over and he slaps his boyfriend and runs out of the place. And his boyfriend starts to go after him. And I grabbed the boyfriend as a joke. Grabbed the boyfriend's arm and blocked. No, I didn't grab his arm. I blocked his way. I danced in front of him and sort of blocked him for a second so his boyfriend would feel like his boyfriend wasn't coming after him. It was funny, and I um, had a card in my pocket. It had my phone number on it, and I put it in his pocket, and I sent him on his way. And I'm sorry, it wasn't the right day. I had had a bad day at work, and I went there to get rid of all that frustration from the stupidity that was going on at work. I dance it off. That's who I am. I've always been that way. A horrible day at work, I dance. I don't go yelling and cussing and whatever at people. I don't do that. I dance it off. That's the way I am. And a lot of people, for some reasons, make remarks that are so untrue. I've had people say I was a hoe. Never been that. Always, I'm too afraid to get a disease to be a hoe. Um, but the reality is, that's it. I was skinny, skinny, skinny. I didn't find myself that I was attractive. I thought it was ugly. Oh, a lot of people kept trying to tell me I was a gorgeous and all that kind of stuff. I'd be like, uh huh. How much money did you want to borrow? It's just the way I thought. It's the way I felt. And I was like, whatever. Now I'm old. I'm not skinny, skinny, and all that kind of stuff. I never tried to take anybody's person. My way of life has always been um, only date gays, only date people that are single, not with somebody. And at that time, I was only dating white men. And everybody other than them who were hitting on me. I had Hispanic men go over and say, "Do you think you're too good for Hispanics?" And I'd say, "No." Did I ever say that? Well, no. Okay, then. I don't know why you would say that. That's just stupid. I'm Hispanic. Why the hell would I think I'm too good for you? I said, the point is that when I'm with one of you, I feel like I'm with a brother. I don't want to date my brother. Exactly. I was not attracted to his black men. I wasn't attracted to Chinese men. I'm not attracted to men with long hair. To this day, I'm not attracted to men with long hair. You don't have a chance with me if you got long hair. Like I've always said, if I want to date a woman, I'll date a woman. And if I want to date a man, I want to date a real man. I don't want to date transgender, transsexual, and everything. They have enough problems. They don't need me to add to it. It's that simple. That's the way I see it. I am who I am. I'm not going to apologize for that. That's just who I am. My preferences are my preference. Everybody has their own preference. There's not my preference doesn't put down any other person. Now that I'm older, I am attracted to people. I've learned to be attracted to the way people handle themselves, they act. I'm still not attracted to effeminate men. That's just who I am. I'm not attracted to men that are fake. There's this guy on, what is that show called? The one where they're the gay guys that try to help straight guys out. And there's the guy with the long hair and he's there running around. Ow, ow. It's so fake. My friend David, he's an effeminate man. He's an attractive man. He is got a personality that looks real. Because it is real. That's who he is 100%. That's who he is. But he doesn't go around going, ow, 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 trying to be that, because that's not who he is. You can see when people are trying too hard. And I don't find that attractive. If you are who you are, I'll find that attractive. Not meaning I want to date you, but I'm saying that that person is who I'm attracted to as a friend or whatever. But fake people, I don't want you around me because you're fake. You may have a good personality, but you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop because that person's not really a real person. He's there trying to make a show, or she. It can be in either foot. I've known lesbian women that are so fake, but I know some real women that are strong and they're lesbian, that are, and I love them. They're wonderful, they're caring, they're giving, and they're real. But then there's these other fake women that I just don't want them around me. I'm sorry. If you have to control somebody else's life and they're not your partner, you're fake. I'm sorry. Don't want to be around you. I've known men that way and I've known women that way. I have a friend who the women don't want her to have gay friends. And you know what? Because I have the tendency to put them down. I went to a club. It was a lesbian club. She's always going to the gay clubs with us, so we wanted her to meet somebody nice and special. We went to a lesbian club so she could meet somebody that she could be with. And we were having a good time with her. She was there. And then there's a restroom for men and restroom for women. My friend goes into the restroom for men, and I'm standing there. And one of the women say, really rudely, "Excuse me, but why the hell are you guys here? This is a lesbian bar." And I turned to her and I said, "Do we need more haters in this world?" I said, "There's so many haters in this world, straight haters. Now we're going to get lesbian haters?" I said, "For one thing, the young lady that's getting us drinks right now, she's a lesbian. She's not gay. We're here for her so she can meet somebody. But I'm going to make sure she stays the hell away from your ass." We're not thinking of ourselves today. So we're here for her so she can meet somebody that's cool, like these other women, not an asshole like you. And all the other women said, "Yeah, shut up, bitch." And her friend turned to me, said, "I'm sorry. She's always like this. She's on the rag." Her friend goes, "I'm not on the rag. I was trying to give you an excuse for being a cunt, okay?" And I was like, gave her a smile. I said, "That's okay." I said, "I know out of a lot of good apples, there's always one bad apple." And we found her. And everybody said, "That's right." Mm-hmm. And they knew whenever we were there, the ladies that were in line to use the restroom, and my friend got out, and then they started using that bathroom too. They knew us. So when they saw us, they knew she was going to be with us. They knew we were here for her, our friend who was really part of our family. And for family, you'll do anything. And a lot of people don't understand that because technically they don't have to worry about that. God, thank the Lord. Because when you're straight, usually your family stands behind you. But when you are gay, 75% of your family don't. They're listening to their church, which is incorrect. Their Bible is got an extra piece that it shouldn't have. You should be reading your Bible and know that doesn't sound like Jesus. Jesus doesn't have hate. 2, neighborhoods bring up your children to hate and not love, like your Bible's supposed to be telling you. So your people hate. They have the habit. It used to be police officers, regular people, were killing transgendered gays and everything. And when I was coming out, I really never came out, to be honest, because I never was in. I was who I was. I've always been who I am. But the reality is, those people fought and made it safer for me. And I fought too to make it safer for the younger. And to be honest, those people are so unappreciative of all of our work that it sort of hurts that we even bothered. But the reality is the reality. Now we got it easier. Okay. But like I said, I am who I am. I accept other people for who they are. But if you're fake, I don't want you around me. Especially if I know you're going to be a backstabbing piece of. And that's my point. I knew right away one of my friends, her best friend was a backstabber. She got married, she has kids, and her husband cheated with her best friend. And it's sad. I was not over thrilled to tell her that I was right. I told you so. I had pictures. And I sent them to her, and she just divorced her husband, kicked him to the curb. The kids sided with the husband, and they wanted to go live with him when they got older, and she let him go. And then they were horrible people. But that's the reality. Now she's living somewhere, having a great time with her life. Because she doesn't have to worry about her kids. Because they chose him and they skipped on her. But guess what? It was good for her because now she has a great man who loves her, a great life, and she doesn't have to deal with that bullshit. He does. But remember, be who you are. And like I always say, what you think of me is not my business. I don't care. But if you tell me what you think of me, and then you find out that I'm not that person, you know, that's what's going to happen because I don't go out of my way to try to hurt anybody. I don't go hurting anybody. I do my job when I'm working out in the real world. That's what I do. And I befriend most people. But if you're a backstabber and you're the kind of person that goes over and tries to destroy a man's life or whatever, I'm not going to have you in my life. I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to know about that. That's your business. Just keep that stuff away from me. But that's up to you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a message, say hi, put the little hand up, and tell me a subject that you want to talk about and see where it is. See if I'll talk about it, if I know anything about it. And I'm hoping to do maybe a makeup tutorial. See if I remember any of my stuff on makeup. Maybe go out in Halloween and have a good time. We'll see. But remember, AA, see you in church.